What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike back at it again with another video for you guys, another dividend video. This is for the month of June of 2021. I'm going to show you guys all the dividends that I actually earned in the month of June of 2021 before the next portfolio update for the month of July. A couple things have actually changed in this little dividend update, so you'll see once we get into it, but let's not waste any more time. Let's actually get right into it. Let's go. Before we jump in, it's always appreciated if you guys can drop a like on the video, pushes the video out, helps the YouTube algorithm. You guys know the deal. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Check out the free Discord that I have in the link down below. We talk about stocks, personal finance, every topic that personal finance basically covers. We got you covered down in the free Discord. I have a Patreon as well, and also check out those links down below besides the Discord and the Patreon, because those links are also give you free stocks, free cryptocurrency, and other free stuff like free money back and gas. Now let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into my portfolio and we can see what dividends and what money or the amount of money I actually earned for the month of June of 2021. Alright, so let's jump into my Robinhood portfolio and we can actually see what we got going on. We open Robinhood on up, Face ID, and we're in. You can see I'm sitting at $29,136.54. It just changed to $135.90. Either way, it's crypto, it's Sunday, so it's the crypto market is going to go up and down like crazy. But we're not here for the crypto or the portfolio update. We're actually here for the dividends. So let's actually go on over to my dividend section and get started. All right, let's do it. Let's get started because we definitely have a lot of dividend stocks to go over in this video, and I want to do it relatively fast. I don't want to have you watching a 45-minute video or whatever, but either way, here we go. First one is QYLD, June 2nd of 2021. They paid me $5.24. If we jump in, QYLD stands for Global X Funds, Global X NASDAQ 100 Covered Call ETF. I'll get into that in a second, but overall that is for 23 shares of QYLD, and they paid me roughly 22 cents a share for each one of those, equaling up to $5.24. QYLD is sitting at $22.42 a share right now, and basically they do covered calls on the S&P 500. So the top 500 traded stocks on the stock market, they do covered calls on, and then the profits that they get from that, they pay you in the form of a monthly dividend. If we scroll on down, I'm pretty sure Robinhood isn't accurate with this right now. Nope, they're not. It says that their dividend yield is actually less than 1%, but that is 100% not the case. QYLD actually pays the highest dividend yield on my portfolio, which is about 11%, which is extremely high, kind of risky for a dividend stock, but definitely solid stuff. The next stock on the list is Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol J&J. On June 8th of 2021, they paid me $2.72. That's for holding about 2.5 shares of Johnson & Johnson for about $1.06 per share. Johnson & Johnson is currently sitting at $164.29 a share right now. As you guys know, Johnson & Johnson is a dividend king. They've been paying this dividend for 50 years. 50 years of solid dividend growth, 50 years of consistently paying it to you as an actual investor. So definitely a solid dividend stock to go and invest in. Obviously, it's a little bit of money, but they're going to pay you out a nice dividend for it. Either way, I highly recommend Johnson & Johnson. They cover tons of different products, as you may or may not know, but I'll probably toss something on screen for you. Either way, I have about 3 shares now, so overall that'll go up. And for QYLD, I believe I have about a double the shares now, so that'll actually go up on the next month as well. But either way, yeah, 3 shares of Johnson & Johnson now, a little bit over 3 shares. So definitely the dividend yields will be coming in, the dividends will be pumping up, and overall it all gets reinvested back into the stock to make me even more money. So good stuff. There it is, Johnson & Johnson dividends. Let's head on back and check out the next one. The next stock we have is ticker symbol AGNC. On June 9th of 2021, they paid me $2.29. Now, AGNC, solid dividend stock, I guess. I personally don't have it on my portfolio anymore. I'm actually going to make a video talking about it, but I actually swapped this stock for ticker symbol ABR, which I'll get into when I actually make a video about it or talk about it in my portfolio update video. Either way, AGNC is not on my portfolio anymore. They simply weren't paying the dividend I was looking for. They kept decreasing the dividend over time, so I'm not invested, or I don't have any more money invested in them anymore, but this is for the past investment that I did have. Either way, I did have 19 shares of AGNC, and they paid me roughly 12 cents per share. Good stuff, but overall, like I said, the dividend growth wasn't there, and the company's growth wasn't there either, so I was just not too crazy about this stock. If we go on over to AGNC, it's sitting at $17.29 a share right now. Maybe a solid price to pick it up at, but personally, I'm just going to stay clear away from this stock until they get their act together as far as their dividend, and then maybe I'll come back to it. Overall, if we scroll down, I don't have any position on it anymore, as I just mentioned, so there you go. And the next one is from June 10th, and that is for ticker symbol EMR or Emerson. They paid me $2.27. If we go on in, that's for holding about 4.4 shares, almost 4.5 shares, and about 50 cents per share for the actual dividend, equaling up to $2.27. If we go and view Emerson stock, Emerson is actually sitting at $96 a share, another solid dividend stock to be invested in. Sure, it's expensive like Johnson & Johnson, but this is another one of those recession-proof type of stocks that you definitely want to have in your portfolio overall, because these are the type of stocks when something like the pandemic that happened outside happens, these stocks don't go down by that much, while the other stocks, maybe like the Teslas, the Neos, stuff like that, those stocks basically tank when the pandemic or something like that might happen. You don't know, so best to be invested in both, because you know if this one's going up, that one's going down, or vice versa. So either way, $96 a share. Now I have about 4.52 shares of them, overall buying more on all my dividend plays, of course. Ticker symbol XOM, I believe that is Exxon. On June 10th, they paid me $11.53. Super solid dividend stock to have in your portfolio. I haven't really been buying that much Exxon, but I've clearly been playing games because I need to buy more. Either way, I have about 13 shares, and I think I still have around 13 shares. And they paid me 87 cents per share, which is super great. I'm telling you, solid dividend stock for sure. Definitely a solid dividend stock. And that totals up to that $11.53 that I just mentioned. If we go on over to Exxon stock, is sitting at $64 a share right now. I think I got in pretty early. I got in around $41 a share. So definitely growth there. You can see I'm up 54% with it, and I also had the dividend coming in. Like to make me even more money every single time they pay a dividend. They don't pay it monthly, like I mentioned before. They don't pay this one monthly, but they do pay a solid dividend, and I think you should be invested in it. Exxon, at least one of the gas type of company stocks. I think you should be invested in Exxon, maybe Kinder Morgan, maybe Shell. Up to you. You can choose. You can do your own research, find out which one. But Exxon, it works for me, so I like it. After Exxon on June 10th as well, we have Microsoft. So Microsoft, ticker symbol MSF. Paid me $1.14. Microsoft, solid stuff. That was for holding about 2 shares of Microsoft. Overall, 56 cents per share. Solid stuff on Microsoft. We already know Microsoft is a pretty expensive stock. They're not going anywhere though, so you might as well just go and buy it at every single dip you can actually go and buy Microsoft at, and just ride it for basically life, because I don't think Microsoft's gonna go anywhere. Let me know if you guys think Microsoft's gonna go anywhere, but I personally don't. Either way, sitting at $265.10 a share right now. Now I still have about 2 shares of Microsoft. Do plan on buying more. Overall up 25% with it. Solid stuff, but yeah, it's just expensive. That's kind of it. And their dividend yield isn't too crazy. It's about 1%, so nothing too crazy, but just a really solid stock to own. Past Microsoft, what do we got? We got Walgreens, ticker symbol WBA. They paid me on June 11th of $7.49. So let's go ahead and click on that. That is the number of shares I had there was 16 shares at the time when they paid me, and that was for about 46 cents per share. We go on into Walgreens stock. It's sitting at $52.16 right now. If you scroll down a little bit, I'm overall up 25%, and I still have about 16 shares of Walgreens. Do plan on buying more. Overall, I still see this stock going to maybe $60, $70. I would say that's probably the cap for me. I don't think it's gonna go that much higher. But I mean, I've made my profits off of Walgreens. You guys already know, if you guys have been watching my channel, I've made super profits off of Walgreens. I got 2 options on Walgreens, which I doubled my money in, and then the growth on this plus the dividend on this. Yeah, easy money on Walgreens. They pay me well. They pay me well. Either way, they're doing cool things with the whole pandemic going outside. They're handling it. They got the shots rolling out. They got other things, the foot traffic in the store. It's great. So we'll see how their financials do throughout the rest of this year. But past the rest of this year, we'll have to reevaluate this entire stock, to be completely honest. But either way, I've made my money off Walgreens. I'm not mad at it at all. And they pay a solid dividend of about 3-4%, something like that. Like I said, Robinhood is always 100% accurate, so I always go and check NASDAQ.com to check on the actual dividend prices, because Robinhood, they need to get on it. After Walgreens is ticker symbol MMM or 3M, another solid dividend stock. They paid me on June 14th of $1.64. 3M, another pandemic-proof stock. I love this stock. They make tons of different products that you guys use every day, just like Johnson & Johnson and everybody else. And I had about 1.1 shares at the single time where they paid that dividend, aka about $1.48 per share every time they paid that actual dividend out. Right now, they're sitting at $194.76 a share right now. 3M is expensive, just like Johnson & Johnson, just like Microsoft, just like Emerson, but it's okay because these particular stocks are the stocks that you have in your portfolio forever. It's not a game. These are the ones you got to have. Another dividend king, solid stuff. Scroll down now, I have about 2 shares of them. Overall, I'm up about 10%, which is still a solid growth for the amount of time I had it for, so I'm not mad at it at all. Really no complaints. No complaints on this one. Either way, let's move on to the next one. Let's see what we got. After 3M, we have ticker symbol MAIN or Main Street Capital. That was actually on June 15th of 2021 for $2.46. Main Street Capital. That was for holding about 10 shares, and they paid me about 20 cents per share. If we go on into Main Street Capital, they're sitting at about 42.11, a solid price to actually go ahead and pick them up at if you plan on picking up some Main Street Capital. And yeah, what Main Street Capital basically does is hand out loans to smaller companies and then collect the interest that they get from the loans from the smaller companies, and that profit from all the interest and everything else they do with the properties and stuff they have comes in the form of a dividend to you. And yeah, can't complain. We go on down to the dividends for this stock. They paid me some solid dividends. So let's see what we got. We got January, February, March, April, May, June. So every single month paying a solid dividend. Can't complain there. Next one up is ticker symbol O. You guys already know O is my favorite real estate REIT, or just my favorite real estate dividend stock. Either way, they paid me on June 15th as well of $2.62. At that time, I had about 11 shares of Realty income, and they paid about 23 cents per share. If we go on in, they basically are sitting at $68.15 a share right now. They basically handle commercial real estate, so the Home Depots, the LA Fitnesses, the Walmarts, all those buildings are actually owned by, not all of them, not every single one of them, but a lot of them are actually owned by Realty income. They collect that rent every single month, and then they pay you in the form of a dividend every single month. I like that. I like that a lot. Either way, I still have about 11 shares of O. Do plan on definitely buying more. And I'm overall up 16% with those shares as well. So good stuff with O as well. What's next? We got ICLN, ticker symbol ICLN. On June 16th, they paid me $1.68. ICLN is basically iShares Global Clean ETF. This is basically a whole bunch of energy stocks all put into one single stock, which is the ETF. Talked about that in a previous video. If you don't know what an ETF is, make sure you check out that video, but that's essentially what it is. Either way, I had about 13 shares at the time, and they paid me about 12 cents per share at that given moment. And we go on in, they're sitting at 23.02, probably one of the cheapest ones on this list that you can buy today. And we scroll down a little bit, I still have about 13 shares. Haven't really invested too much money into this one. I'm trying to figure out if this is what a long-term hold for me or what I'm really going to do with this. I'm looking for other energy plays, like clean energy plays. So if you guys have some recommendations besides like car companies, then let me know down in the comment section below. Either way, I still got those 13 shares. Overall down about 2%. Not really worried about it because I don't really have a big position on this at all, as you can see. So yeah, that's kind of it on ICLN. We got PSEC. You guys know I've had PSEC since the beginning of my portfolio. I have it on June 17th. They paid me about $7. Solid stuff with PSEC, ticker symbol PSEC. If we go on in, that's for holding about 116 shares. You may say, Mike, 116 shares. How much does it cost? Either way, amount per share, they paid me about 6 cents per share, which is solid stuff. And at the time, I believe when I got PSEC, I believe I got it around $5. I got PSEC around $5, but as you can see right now, it's sitting at around $9. So I got solid growth from PSEC, as you can see, up 85%, and I got a monthly dividend every single month. Cannot complain with PSEC. Another one of those risky dividend stocks like QYLD, but so far, so good. They've been paying me a consistent dividend every single month. I'm not complaining about it, but if anything were to happen, if they cut it like in half or 85%, then obviously I'd probably go ahead and take my profits and go about my day. Either way, can't complain with the gains, can't complain with the dividend. It all goes back into the stock to make me even more money every single month. I'll take it. And by the way, PSEC does the same exact thing as Main, just a little bit on a smaller scale. They basically hand out loans to other companies, collect that interest, and then all the profits they get from the interest and the other good stuff, they pay us in the form of a monthly dividend, and it's been working. So they got the stock price going up and they got the dividend going up. I like what I see. Once again, on June 29th, they paid me $6.15, and that's for holding 31 shares. Obviously, this isn't confirmed yet because I haven't really made it to that date yet. That doesn't exist. That's in the future, but regardless, 31 shares, 19 cents per share, a little bit down. This stock depends a little bit. Like I said, it's a little more risky, but it's okay because they still pay a solid dividend every single month. It's been pretty consistent, so I'm not mad at it at all. Let's go ahead and hit the next one. We only have a couple left, maybe one or two. On June 30th, ticker symbol PEY or PEY paid me $1.72. Good stuff there. Let's open up PEY. PEY is basically a low volatility, high yield dividend paying ETF. Basically all these nice stocks put into one single stock. It used to be SPHD for me, now it's PEY. Basically the same exact thing. Power shares, high yield equity, dividend achievers, portfolio ETF. 26 shares, they're going to pay me about 6 cents per share. Cool stuff. They also got some nice growth. It's sitting at about $20.87 a share right now. Can't complain, and don't really have any growth on this one yet. I actually just kind of established this position, so I'm not really mad at it at all. I just got to wait it out. It is what it is. Dividends, slow growth, you know, instead of the high growth thing that normally happens. But yeah, slow growth with the dividends. We just got to wait this one out. I just got the position started. I can average down a little bit, which I probably will do. I think we're almost done. I think we have two of the same ones. We do, and two of the same ones is ticker symbol CWSC. One is for $1.11 on June 30th, and the other one is for $4.78 on June 30th as well. Basically, that's for holding about 11 shares of Capital Southwest, which is basically a financial firm that I just started investing in as well, so I don't have too many dividends coming in just yet. But overall, I think I'm down on this. Oh, I'm actually up. Okay, I'm up 4% in this one as well. Either way, I'm going to be buying more Capital Southwest. I'm going to be doing more research with Capital Southwest, but I just wanted to get my position started, my everything established, and we'll be all good to go with that. And I think with that, that's actually all the dividends. I believe that's 16 different stocks that paid me in the month of June. Of course, we got more coming pending for upcoming months, but we'll talk about those when those upcoming months actually happen. So there you guys go. The total dividend income for the month of June of 2021 is $61.84. All that's going to get reinvested back into all those dividend stocks, aka making me even more money, pushing the annual income up even further. Right now, the annual income, according to Track My Dividends, is $677 in passive income every single year. The next goal we're pushing for is $1,000 in passive income every single year. $2,000, $10,000, we're going all the way up. So either way, got to buy more stocks, get more shares, and get there in a decent amount of time. That would be nice, because you know, passive income is great income. I don't do anything, just like you wouldn't do anything, and you make money from it. I'll take it. Either way, make sure you check out my trackyourdividends.com video. Every single dividend investor needs either that tool or another tool. I don't care which tool you use, but you need some tool to track your actual dividends, find out what's actually going on. That tool is free. They have a paid service as well. I made a full-blown video talking to you guys about it. Make sure you just watch the video. It's a great, solid video. If you're a dividend investor, you need it. If you're not tracking it, you need to be tracking it. So yeah, there you go. If you have any questions, drop them down below. You want some free stocks, the links are down below. The Discord link is also down below. That's free. The Patreon link is down below. I really do appreciate every ounce of support I receive on this channel. Thank you guys so much. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And that's pretty much it. So take care of yourselves. I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.